All right, welcome everyone. This is Dan Hunt with the JSKA Virtual Dojo. Today is the January 24th, Tuesday. Plan today is after some warm-ups, we're going to do some hand and arm techniques, and then we're going to kind of go through another segment of Bassai Dai. Last week, Saturday, we went through the first sequences up to the pull the hands in, and went through a lot of the details of how to execute that kata more perfectly, and some of the dynamics of it as well. So hopefully we'll get to, I'm guessing, at least to the stand up and manjigabai. So I think we'll try and get it to go to there. Okay. All right, so let's get started with some warm-ups. All right, feet together. Well, all right, running inwards. Backwards. Forward. Backwards. To the right. To the left. Back to center. Jumping jacks. Lead your arms. Change your feet. All right, good. Feet around, our hips around. Switch. Switch. Right leg. Elbows up. Up and over. Switch. And back. It's wider. Bend at the waist. Pulse it down. Walk it over to the right. With your arms. And so back to center. And roll it. All right, knees up. Hitch. Sun. Heat. Then a little bit out. Hitch. Still bringing your ankles below the knee. And up. Bring the ankles inside. Hitch. Knee. Good. Easy kicks, front snap kicks. Just standing. Start with the left. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Feet. Good. How about some side snap kicks? Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Feet. Good. Some back kicks. Hitch. Front. Feet. Hips around again. Switch. Good. Arms, palms down. And we'll circles forward. Back. Palms forward. Circle back. Palms up. Circles back. Palms to the back. Circles back. Good. Arm across. Moving side to side. Ankles up. Okay. Yeah, switch legs, switch arm side, hip side to side. On your back. Look back. Side long to the right. Close it. And open the hip. Close the hip. Open the hip. Close the hip. Bend longer, come up on the ball of the foot. Lock it forward. And back stance, fully straighten the front leg. Bend it down. And switch. With the hips. Open the hip. Close the hip. Open the hip. Open the hip. One more open. And close. Extend and come up on the ball. Lock it forward, pushing your hips forward. And back. All right, good. All right, finished for now. Okay, so first theme today is going to be doing some hand and arm techniques. Okay, so let's start with just regular Gyakuzuki. Okay, so everybody facing this direction here. What I want you to do is from this position, we got our wrist in the center of our side here, kind of right over the hip joint. Okay, don't bring it back here like this behind your back, and don't leave it up here in the front. Bring it right here in the center. Okay, open up the hip, and what I want you to do is I want you to drive with the hip, push the bicep forward from the tricep side. So push his front side forward from back here. Oh, this way. This way. And it stays Urazuki, Tatezuki, regular Tsuki. Okay, so it comes out in 3 stages. Don't turn it over too early, because watch what happens to my shoulder when I turn it over too early. See how my shoulder comes up, my elbow comes out. So I want to leave it here until it gets to there, and then it rotates on its own. All right, so ready? There we go, just smoothly. Pitch and come back. Knee and come back. Time. Come back. Feet. Back. Go. Come back. Now let's leave the front hand out there as we do this Gyakuzuki, so kind of protecting ourselves without doing the full hikite. But still squeeze your lat, okay? Still squeeze your chest, okay? Still making the connection for this side. Ready? Hitch. Knee. And back. On. And back. Feet. And back. Go. And back. Good. Other side. Any questions while we're trading sides here?
So we're now going this way. Okay, left leg forward, or whichever leg opposite of what you just did. All right, so this one we're gonna do full hikite on this one. So again, check your wrist position, should be right in the center of the side of your body. Okay. Nice and smooth. Let's try not to go too fast yet. I want to get the Urazuki, Katezuki, Gyakuzuki. You ready? Pitch. Knee. Palm. E. And go. All right, regular speed. Still full to pull back. Pitch. Knee. San. Ishi. Good. Now no draw, just connection. Squeeze, squeeze. Pitch. Knee. San. He. Go. And there. All right, good. So gotta follow the sequence, which is Ura, Tate, regular Tsuki. Okay, if you turn it over too soon, that elbow starts coming out, and it's easily stopped if the elbow's out. Keep it behind, elbow behind the fist, in the direction it's going. You can drive through it if you need to. All right, so now let's go back to left leg forward down block. So let's go Gyatsuki and jab now. Okay, so with full hikite on both sides, and open and close it, or close and open the hips. Ready? Pitch. Knee. San. He. Go. Rook. Sit. Hach. Ku. You. Hey. All right, so when you're delivering both of these, try to avoid letting that elbow come out. Okay, squeeze the elbow in toward the center. See how it comes? It was outside my body. Then as I get to the center, it's coming from the inside of my body. Same thing with the jab. So it was on the outside. See how it's on the outside? Now I'm going to pull it in. Pull it in so that the elbow stays behind the fist. Okay, ready? Pitch. Knee. San. He. Go. Rook. Sit. Hach. Ku. You. Right? Switch legs. Pitch. Knee. San. He. Go. Rook. Sit. Hach. Ku. You. Right? Okay, the other thing too is try not to overextend this arm. It will have some extension because of the hip, but whatever you can extend it and still make tension here in this pectoral, or in the in your pectoral. Okay. All right, again. Pitch. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Hook. Sit. Hach. Ku. Ju. Right? All right, good, Yummy. So any questions on Tsukes? No, nothing. Okay, good. All right, so next one, we're going to do one of my go-to techniques for self-defense. I want these to change to palm heels to the chin. Both of them will go to the chin. Okay. So from here, hands are up. I don't want no trouble. Okay. I want you to release the front leg and send the backside hand, then front side hand. Okay. Both of those going right to the chin. Okay, ready? Now be careful. Don't do this. Don't pull it back to go forward. You should already be forward pressing, and all you got to do is release this leg, release this hand. Ready? Start with the right again. Now left. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Sit. Touch. Two. Two. Right? Now, next, I want you to slide off to the side as you deliver these. So this one's going to go here, and then you're going to come back. So you're going to finish the technique and then come off to the side after you're done finishing. And then the same thing with this one. This one here, you can slide off with the left hand. You can slide off as you're delivering, as you go forward. All right, ready? Hitch. Knee. Some. So you're going to turn that hip, and when you reopen the hip, that moves the leg sideways. Left hand. She. Go. This one here is you open this hip more, that brings the leg that way. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Two. Two. All right. All right, good. Other leg. Okay, backside hand first. Hands, keep them up. When you deliver this, leave this hand up, just in case you got to come across here to block something. Ready? Just straight in, no adjustments sideways. Pitch. Knee. Sun. She. There you go. Sit. Touch. Two. Did you guys? All right, now close the hip as you shift in. Then as you open the hip to withdraw, take yourself sideways. Ready. And then the opposite, as I go in here, my hip opens more, and that brings my leg across. I'm still driving with the back leg. I'm just releasing it when it gets to the full extension. There, ready? Pitch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Sit. Touch. Two. Cheers. All right. Any questions on that? So that one I like to have as a less than lethal technique to be able to maybe cut myself through a crowd or something like that if I need it. Maybe I got to maybe they're starting to surround me. I want to go that way. So I'm boom, and I'm putting somebody between me and the rest of the people. Okay. So think of it that way, just trying to make a run for it or space for yourself to create a way to get away from the center of all the activity. Okay, so this next one is similar. However, it is this part right to the throat. Now this one could be lethal, and you're gonna have to be able to explain, I was afraid for my life. Okay, so this is not the drunken uncle type technique that you'd want to use on one of your family members, right? But this might be something you have to use if deadly force would be warranted and you were you were being attacked out in the street or what have you. So again, this one here probably a little bit more standing uppy, not so much down here in stance, because you don't want to be in a fight until you start the fight, basically. Okay, they're initiating the intensity, but you're going to start the physical if you can. All right. Sensei Funakoshi said in karate, there's no first punch. Well, it's very true. However, all that stuff that happens before your first punch is part of the dynamic that generates what you have to do in order to defend yourself. So if they have intent, that's enough to get started. And Marty, maybe after we're done with this one, you might help us with the law interpretation here when we get done with this exercise. Okay, so let's start with left leg forward. So from here, I'm like, listen, I don't want no trouble. Okay, then this hand here goes right to the throat. Boom. The same technique as this, just turn sideways and right here in the throat. And then you want to follow through with a step afterwards. So 1, and then step through. Okay, and if you need to, maybe you missed it, then you're going to follow through with the top of the head, chin underneath, and take them down. Okay, so right now we're just assume you catch the throat. So standing up a little bit more. It's knee. Sun. She. And go. All right, let's switch legs. Same thing. Pitch. And don't leave this out necessarily. Pull it back to bring it into here to protect your ribs, just in case. Ready? Knee. Sun. She. Go. Good. All right, so let's actually practice the thought process of the crown of the head too. So it's 1, extension. 2, maybe turn this up underneath his chin, top of the head, and twist it. And it can bring it down like you're stacking the hands. Does this look familiar? This technique? You know, stacking the hands. All right, here we go. So left in, 1. And you're coming up 2, crown of the head, 3. Okay, so let's see. Pete, pull that to the front side. Okay, because your left hand is on top, right? Okay, so this crown of the head wants to go this way. So pull it into your left side. Yeah. All right. Itch. There you go. Good. Knee. Same. Try to go left side, Marty, with your stack of hands. Have the right on top. She. 1 and left hand on top, right hand underneath the chin. Pull it over to your right side. There you go. Good. And I'm just using kind of a shuffle step. I don't think you need to do a whole full step. You could if you like. 1, then still pull it to this side, because my right hand, the one on the top, is the one that's going to be used more for the pulling action. The one on the bottom tends to like to be done with the pushing action. Because look, I've got action here to go that way. This one here, I got action to go this way. So this one's fully extended. This one's short. So I want to take and swap them. Okay, one more. hitch. And then this action here is squeezing upper body. Okay, let's go to the other side. And we're nice and high. And we'll go slowly first. One, shove this into the neck. As you shuffle up, turn this hand over, the left hand over, shuffle up, reach out. Now bring it over to your right side and twist it. There you go, good. One more slow, neck, undercut, catch. And one more. What I like about that one, it can actually flow into the nice, bring it in here, boom. Side thrust kick or side snap kick. All right, smooth it out here. Here we go. Itch. Knee. And one more. Oh, three more. Sun. E. And go. Hey. All right, good. All right, Marty, can you just give us a quick, what's the law?
Yeah, so it's, as we all probably know, it's a reasonable amount of force necessary to control the situation. So it's what a reasonable person would do in order to control the situation. And the courts look at something which is called totality of circumstances, which is size, age, height, weight, pre-existing situation. You know, they look at all these circumstances involved to make a decision. So you're able to use a reasonable amount of force. That doesn't mean that obviously life-threatening situation, you can use, deadly force in order to protect yourself or someone else too, as well. So, and then obviously if it's your own residence, then there's the castle doctrine that came out many years ago, which means you can do whatever necessary. You don't have to wait until there's deadly force for you to control the situation as well. So in a nutshell, you can use what a reasonable person would use in order to control the situation.
So if there's more than one person attacking you, you should have the thought that, yeah, one of those guys could knock you out, the other guy could stomp your head in, type of thing.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. So based on those totality of circumstances, you pretty much have free reign on what you want to do in order to control the situation. And multiple opponents obviously means you can escalate the amount of force necessary to control it. So
yeah. Okay. So first off, don't fight. Right? If you can avoid it, yeah, buy them a beer, walk away, try not to escalate with your words by, calling them names or whatever, right? Now, if you couldn't avoid and de-escalate, now you have to have choices of what you're going to do. So what I would suggest is, look through your techniques. These are the two that I like for my usage for first attack. But you might have some different ones that you like, so take a look at those and then train those as, this is what I do. So then you don't have to go searching when it's your turn to have to deal with that, to go figure out, oh, gee, what should I do? No, you already know what to do. You've already got these two techniques, one more lethal, one less lethal. Okay. Or, when I say lethal, you could even, put somewhere in between as a maiming technique or something that allows you to escape and get away from the situation. So, all right.
Sensei, do you feel on the palm, and when you're coming up and grabbing, like, do you feel because you're kind of hitting in, I guess you're really not grabbing, but you're in that neck area, I feel exposed on the side where I'm.
Well, wait a minute. So I'm here, right? So All right, I'll do the same hand as you. This is where their neck is, right?
Yeah,
And then what I'm doing is I'm turning this over, reaching on the top.
no, but are you exposed to a, like, I can,
Not,
I guess I can block with this hand. but
yeah,
it's
so,
pretty
so,
quick technique, I think, right?
so if, why don't you put your left leg forward? Okay, so you've got your right arm going to the neck. You still got this hand up, right? And then I'm gonna bring this underneath their chin. And then if they swing something, you still got this, right? That you can change this over to something else on the other side, right?
Us, okay.
So it's a real quick, and guess what? As soon as you grab their chin and the back of their head, I'm kind of breaking it down, but man, that neck gets snapped really fast. So, and guess what? They have a built-in keep the head on the shoulders thing right in their spine that doesn't allow them to think about it. They just do it. So once you get that head going this way, notice I just move my head this way. See how my shoulders moved? You know,
Right.
that is hardwired into our body to keep us safe. You know, that's why even the ones who push the chin back this way, the body moves with it once you get to a certain point. Okay, so that's all hardwired into the body, which makes it a little bit easier to do the techniques against people because they have to move like that. All right.
Yep.
All right. Let's
Say
move. Yes.
that grab, that takedown with the head is secondary to the strike that you're
Yes.
doing.
Yeah.
You're
So
striking as a distractionary technique. They're going to get shocked, and then all of a sudden they're on the ground.
right. So you want to actually make the strike to the throat, and they should come down this way. And if you can get underneath that chin, then that's the secondary technique. But the primary is right here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Let's move on to some kata. All right. I'm going to make a quick run through of some of the things we worked on the other day. Okay, so this is Bassai Dai. Move this down a bit. Okay. All right, so in coming here, the first move, we talked about making sure this elbow is high, and as we lift the knee forward, not up, as we lift the knee forward, drive in with the back leg and do a kosadachi, pinky toe to pinky toe. All right, so ready? Bassai Dai. You bring that shoulder or that elbow up parallel to the ground, driving forward with the left leg. Only bring the knee up as high as you need to get a good reach for the big step. Itch. Now from here, I'm going to push with the right leg, and I'm going to make a big opening, bring the left arm underneath the other right arm, and move the whole body sideways. Now bring the elbow across. Think hit with the tricep. Okay. Now reach up with the left arm to the ear, send the right arm to the other side. Notice that changes my body line. It already gets the hip moving. One. Same thing, bring that right elbow across. Use your back and tricep side to move the arm. Two. All right. Now I'm going to scoop. Then as I end to the bottom here, I send the left arm up as I stand up. And as I stand up, the right leg comes up. Sotuke. Same thing, bring the left elbow underneath. Make sure the triceps moving the whole thing and tighten with the back. Two. And then change the hip, bring the left leg back, stack the hands. Okay, this is just a little bit bigger than Yoi position.
a little bit smaller than Kibarachi position, so somewhere in between, okay?
I gotta readjust the ski again.
All right, folks. All right, go ahead and do that one time on your own, okay? All right, good. All right, so now we are at the stacking of the hands. Okay, extend and breathe out. Lift from the bottom, leave the top where it is and breathe out. When you get to the end of this, those sides should be prominent, not just straight, but pushing forward. Okay, thumb tucked. Now we're gonna punch. Thumb in your mirror, punch, squeeze. Notice my elbow way across, and then I'm gonna twist as I make the next move. And then punch again, center, squeeze, twist as I make the next move. Okay. Now I'm gonna shuffle in 1, 2. 1. Bend into that front knee. Remember all that work we did on how to move through stance. So bend into it so you can drive through it. 2. And then 1 more. 3. And then step back 4. Okay. All right, good. So let's go through it from the stack of hands. Okay, extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Okay, so all that movement we did, or that movement work we did from this back stance, you're pushing with this leg into this knee very deep so that you can drive in. Okay, you've got to get the knee past the ankle so you can go that way. All right, so back to stack the hands. Hitch. Knees hop. Bingo. Sit. Touch 2. Good. All right, let's see everybody do this. So this, bring the arm over here for the shutos. This elbow is what delivers the arm, not leave the elbow and just throw the forearm. Okay, I want to bring this elbow using this muscle down and make a shuto. All right. All right, here we go. From, yes, sir.
I'm sorry, may I ask a quick question, please?
Sure.
On the scoop, it's the back of our arm that's going, correct?
I use the back and then roll it over so that my palm is up. So I start with the back, but then I turn it to make the bone the more prominent part.
On the inside?
On the outside.
So it's almost like a Gedemberai then? Are you doing like a Gedemberai or?
I'm sorry. Yes, the inside of the arm. You're right. I had my arm flipped over. So your palm is up, hit with this side, the thumb side of the here into the calf or into the thigh.
And then the next question is about, are we making this a big motion? For instance, when we're scooping, we're dropping slightly. And then are we coming up? Are we raising our hip line up and then dropping in? Or are we scooping and keeping kind of everything at the same height?
I like a little bit of a stand up, but don't come up on the ball of your foot.
Okay,
And
so
we're
almost almost like,
Manjigamai, yeah, exactly. The other thing is make sure you send that left arm out when you start to lift.
okay,
So you scoop it. Now, there you go. Yep. Good.
right, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions? All right, let's go from the stack the hands. Itch. Nissan. Shigo. Rook hitch. All right, let's go back to the Uchiuke facing that way. Left-handed Uchiuke facing that way. Left-handed toward the front, toward me. Front stance that way. Front stance that way. Uchiuke coming toward me. Yeah, all the way. No, you almost had it. Gary, send that left hand toward me. No. All right. All right, I'm not getting through to you. Okay, so it's from here. 1, 1, 2. See how my Uchiuke is forward? 3, 4. This is the one I want you to do like this. Okay. Okay, so from here, got to really bring this right hand across as you shuffle in. Okay, really wants to be really strong as you drop. Okay, so let's go back to that left hand toward me. Ready? Facing that way, Pete. Right leg forward. There you go. And hand toward me. Hand comes toward me. No, don't change your feet. Turn your body or turn your hand toward me. Like this, Pete. Yes, there you go. All right, now big monster, swing that arm around. Make your hips closed, Gary. Close your hips. Close your hips even more. No, yeah, there you go. Yes, good. So now that you really activate the back, your back muscles. Now big, swing that right arm across and big shoot though, itch. And Gary, finish just a little bit more down with your right elbow. Yes, more down. All right, next one, same thing. Swing it across and knee. Then san and shi. Good. Now, Gary, you've got yourself like this. I'd like to see you finish a little bit more off to the side. Yes. So inside of wrist, maybe right at your armpit forward. Outside of wrist, right on the edge of the body. Because think of this, if I'm going through their neck, I want to finish at my strongest point. I want you to drop your hands. Everybody drop your hands. Bring your hands up. Okay, turn your right side to the back side. Now I want you to just tighten your lat muscles. See how where your hands are? See where this hand is when you tighten your lat muscles? My wrist is about even with my armpit here. There you go. So that's kind of where you want to finish your Shutokyu. Right about there. Okay. All right, good. One more time. Go back to the stack the hands. Itch. Nissan. Shigo. Hook. Sich. Hachku. Yummy. All right, good. So any questions on that part? Ariane, you got a big glare over your right shoulder. Is the sun out still? No, it's dark outside. It's a light? Okay. All right, it's mighty bright. All right, let's move on from there. Okay, so we're in the last shoot though, right? All right, left leg forward, left shoot though. I want to shoot the right arm underneath and pull down. Okay, so from here and pull down. My hand is on top. 1, 2. And my hip is turned sideways. All right, so when you're here, I want to come forward and bring the back foot up just a little bit. I like to bring the back foot up, and I like to release the front foot. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So from here, reach underneath, extend, and pull. So I'm over rotating this right hip to pull it to my right elbow. This way. Then from here, I'm going to reach out, lift the knee, and strike in and pull up like this to the about 30 degrees off center. So from here, squeeze and pull. Turn to the back. Okay, again, one more step. 1. All right, so let's go back to the last shoot though again. Left leg forward. Bring this right hip forward. Pitch. Pull the right elbow to the right hip. Then reach. Okay, after you've done that kick, watch, it looks like this. Take a look, make sure you do this. Bring this way. Bring this way. So you can create the movement to turn, which means you got to send your right arm over your backside. Okay, one more time, same thing. Catch. Pitch. Shoot though, one more shoot though. All right, good. All right, let's see you guys do that portion of it. Okay, so last shoot though. Left side forward. That's it, Ariane. Oh, Ariane, you're going too far open hip. Bring that hip more 45 degrees. Notice how that drops your front side hip down a little bit? That's what I want. Ready, itch, catch, and pull. All right, Mijo, pull a little bit more with your arms and your hips to each other. There you go, itch. Knee. All right, Gary, squeeze your rhomboids together. What are they, scapulars? Are those the big wings in the back? Scapulas, yeah, squeeze those together. There you go. Wow, look at you straight up and down doing that. And Pete, pull your chin in just a little bit. All that time over patience is a challenge. I know that's where your favorite spot is. Okay, one more time, go back to there. Okay, back last Shuto block. And Gary, try and get that palm a little bit more, not up, but get that palm more up, or palm up, and you kind of had it down here like this, so more parallel to the ground. There you go. Itch, catch. I'll go back. Sorry, Peter. Do not reach out to the side over there. The first move should be in. To the right, yeah, or to your left, yeah, it should be into the left. No, you went out to the right again. Make that hand, no, don't let it come away from your side. Go across your body immediately. Tell you what, touch your elbow. There, okay, that's the start. Go back. Everybody come back to this left hand forward. Okay, I want you to just do this. Touch your elbow. Touch your elbow. Touch your elbow. Now, I want you to go all the way under your elbow and pull. Okay, a couple more on your own. Shuto. Touch your elbow, go all the way under your elbow and pull. Yeah, try not to come out and then go back in again. Okay, no wind up necessary. Couple more. Yeah, Marty, it still likes to come out, doesn't it? Just touch your, yeah. So you don't realize it, but here's what I see. You're here. It's just slight this way. Right here. Each time. Touch your elbow and go right. Yes, that's better. Okay. Couple more on your own. All right, now Peter, I want you to, instead going straight across, I want you to go more forward with that right arm. So still coming across, but I want you to reach forward. Yes, good. Yep. All right, good. So from there, let's do the from the grab. Good, let's continue. Itch. All right, one more time from the grab. Itch. All right, so Peter, you're making a good kick and a good knee lift, but send that right arm to the back of your room instead of leaving it down by your kick. That's it, much better. So after, watch Peter, after you're here and you do the kick, what you usually do is drop the hands. Okay, send that right hand to the front of the room. That'll help you get turned a little bit better. Okay, also give you a chance to maybe even clothesline the guy back to the other side and then strike him. Okay, because remember, you've kind of grabbed his shoulder here, right here, boom, pulled it up, and then from here you can bring this arm over and shoot to that. All right, let's go a little bit further. Okay, from the grab. Pitch. Yoku Kikomi, knee. Right. One more Shuto San. From here, my hands are going to come to my belly button and strike up. Separate the arms about 8 to 10 inches. Lift the knee. Drop the foot. 2 sotukis. I want not all the way to the other foot, just halfway to the other foot. Jab. Now, when you make this next turn, pivot on the heel and strike groin. Pivot on the heel of the right foot. 1. And then standing all the way up, breathing in and then out. Okay. So this first one, that strike to the groin, is a breathe out. And as you come back, breathe in, then breathe out. Okay. This elbow here comes down slightly so that the arm is parallel to the ground. Don't leave it up here. Don't leave it back down here. Just about here. And feet even. And eyes are looking toward the front of the room. Okay, so let's go back to the catch. 1. Yoku Kikomi 2. Ready? Shoot. One more. Shoot up. Squeeze it in and push up. Lift the knees, separate the arms. 1 and 2. Pivot on the heel. Strike the groin. 1. Make sure this left elbow is right down the center. And then stand up. 2. Okay, any questions on that part? So come watch for a second. I'm in that slash shoot though. Bring it here. Okay, think of this as these 2 knuckles are going underneath their chin. Okay, as you come down on their arm, maybe they got a hold of you here. Come down on their arms and boom, underneath the chin.
they go back this way. Guess what? And boom. All right, so you've got two good techniques there to take somebody that's got a hold of you. Yeah, Andy.
Quick question, the timing of after the break, does the
Yeah.
knee come up as you
As you're
As you kind of-
separating, yes,
separating and pull
Yes.
forward?
yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have a question?
Yeah, Sensei, when we do is this going to the sides? Or are we coming up and to the chest?
The kata
Or either
is
way.
executed, the kata is executed to the sides.
Okay,
But I look at it, and that's a good point. You could do it coming in the middle with two punches to the chin too. It just kind of depends on, if you struck here and their hands come up here, well, punching the chin's probably not going to be a good technique. So ribs are probably going to be a better technique. Okay. All right, let's go from the beginning. Let's see if we can make these changes that we've been talking about. Let's aside. Knees on. Eagle. Rook hitch. Touch. Two. Switch. Knees on. Sheep. Go. Rook hitch. Hitch. Touch. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Sanshi. Go. All right, make sure your hip is turned all the way in. Hitch. All right. All right, let me watch you guys from the, then we'll call it a day. Bassai Dai. All right, so let's start from the bow. Don't go this way with your hands. Just come straight up to the middle. There you go. Good. Hands down, Marty. Even more, down by your belt. There you go. Good. Hitch. Knees on. Shigo. Hook, hitch. Okay, is your eyes forward or they turn sideways? Hitch. Knee. Hunty. Go, rook. Hitch. Hutch. Kuju. Hitch. That's better, Peter. Hitch. Nip. Sanchi. Go, rook. Hitch. Knee. There you go. Good. And also, when you're making this manjigamai, the backside arm, make sure from here, you're down here doing the nukite to the groin, or the palm heel to the groin. Make sure this hand covers the face nice and tight. Try not to do this where it comes way out here. So bring it in. See how these elbows are tight? I'm going to scrape down here, going to bend the elbow, see where my arm is relative to the elbow, and I'm going to bring it in nice and tight. Cover my face. Okay. All right. Good work. Tell you what I want you to do is I'm going to send this video to you a little bit later tonight. Go back and look at the very end and see if you can see some of the things that you're doing that might not still be in the right way, and maybe take that portion. I was telling Gary earlier today, what I would do to train a particular kata to get better, especially like tournament time or even testing time, is that I would take little sequences
and just work on the little details, the 1 or 2 details of that section that Sensei would give me, so that I could hone that to be perfect. And then I would put that in, once it's done, into the rest of the kata. Okay, so take a moment to look for those things that you got to work on, and then see if you can start training those on your own. Okay. All right, great class. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. See some of you on Saturday.
Thank you,
And
Sensei.
Thank you.
hopefully everybody doesn't get too snowed in tomorrow.